supporting universities to integrate universal acceptance into their curricula. We had webinars in February 2024. The Anglophone webinar had deans and heads of departments. About 249 attendees attended that webinar. The same February, we had Francophone deans and heads of department, which were attended by 34 attendees. In conclusion, what we are now focusing on as the AAU is working with those universities who have expressed interest for UA curricular piloting. We are also providing technical support for email address internationalization and internationalized domain names compliance. Yesterday we had an event taking the universities through about concerning what exactly they should do to be compliant. So we are happy that we are doing this event in collaboration with the community. We hope together we will be more impactful than if we worked alone. So thank you very much, and we wish all of you a successful event.
Thank you so much for enlightening us about the activities of AAU. And also, on behalf of the partners, I want to thank you for hosting us here. We are grateful. All right, so before I invite the next speaker, I initially forgot those who are online. So those online, want to just, if you can hear us, just unmute and say hi. If anyone joins us online, remotely, so that we know you are here with us. Our online participant, can anyone hear us? Okay, you can hear us, wonderful. All right, thank you. All right, so our next speaker is the founder and president of E-Governance and Internet Governance Foundation for Africa, EGIFA, a civil society founded in the year 2019. He plays his role on voluntary and part-time basis. He leads his team at EGIFA to engage in series of advocacy activities to promote internet governance, e-governance, digital rights, and digital inclusion, among others. He engages in broad internet governance activities locally and at the global front. He was an African representative 2023 annual Ghana fellowship since the first fellowship.
This day, because it is a dream come true that we are finally collaborating with GDNR and the AAU. It is very important because UA is a project that cannot be undertaken by any one entity, be it the government or the internationalist organizations. Hence, we as a civil society, we are also playing our part, paving the way for other civil societies also to come on board and play their critical role in ensuring that Ghana is UA compliant. The celebration of UA started last year, and EGIFA organized one on our own, AAU organized one on their own, GDNR also organized one on their own. However, this year, we are all collaborating. That is why we are having a more enhanced event this year. And this is a step ahead on the earlier ones that we did, which were just introduction, and this is a step ahead. And it is my hope that we'll be collaborating more to have more engagement, such as the UA local initiative, which is important for us, because with the UA local initiative, we'll be getting more support from ICANN and the other various entities. And we are also privileged that we are one of the 56 selected proposals to celebrate UA Day globally. So that is a big achievement for all of us as Ghanaians. So let's give a clap for ourselves for that. For those of you who might not know more about UA, please open the first page of your booklet. The brief introduction about UA is there and what really it is all about. And if you go to the back of the book, please turn to the back. We intentionally try to give examples of what UA looks like in terms of the Ghanaian community. We always talk about UA, but not localized it. Hence, the back cover. The back, at the back of it. At the bottom, you see the various examples of the localized UA. When we talk about UA, what really does it mean? So in our press meeting, Sule mentioned that, for example, Tonaton is a localized name. However, because some of the characters could not be used, hence the use of O instead of O. I'm an Ewe, so in the Ewe we call it O. So you see in the second column, which is the deep blue, you see Tonaton there. T-O-N-A-T-O-N. So when we talk of universal acceptance, it is about using our localized characters online, be it in the emails or in the domains that we create. So if you see here the Tonaton, that is .tonaton, that is a top-level domain. So with UA, we should be able to have our own top-level domain that has our own characters. Then if you go to the next one, you see the long F with the tail and some of the local characters also in the TLD. So these are what we talk about when we are talking about UA. This is what we want to be achieved as a community. And if you go to the last page, the last column, you see the Gmail address, which has local characters. However, currently, if you want to create a Gmail address, you have to use strictly the English characters. It doesn't permit you to have these very local characters to be used. These are some of the examples, and it is a privilege for Team EGICFA to be collaborating in ensuring that the next billion of internet users come online, and for us to be able to use our own characters in our emails and our domains that we create. On this note, I will urge you all to concentrate on the training, make friends, and go home with something new to make your entities UA compliant when necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Raymond Mamata, a partner of this Universal Acceptance Day. We'll take our final remarks from, we say Oga at the top. This person I'm calling is Executive Director of the Ghana Domain Name Registry, GDNR. He's a visionary, innovative, result-oriented leader with 15 years of experience in information technology sector. He's the current chair for the Ghana Internet Governance Forum and also the government representative on Government Advisory Group in ICANN, GAC. And he is a mastermind for many successful computer systems projects across the US, UK, and Ghana at large. Help me welcome Mr. Nana Kofi Asaf-Weddo.
Thank you, Francis. Wow. I didn't know all that about myself, but I guess if you say it, it must have some truth. I'm very, very pleased to be able to welcome you all to the Universal Acceptance Day program. This is a collaborative effort between the Ghana Domain Name Registry of the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization, the Association of African Universities, AAU, and the E-Governance and Internet Governance Foundation for Africa, EGIGFA. The Ministry of Communications and Digitalization is the ministry which the GDNR is the agency of. And we are very happy in this collaboration because our minister, Mrs. Esla Ewusu Ekufu, is a champion of digital inclusivity. So we are very happy to move the flag forward in this regard. We also want to thank our fellow collaborators, EGIGFA, and especially AAU, for giving us the chance to use their facilities to move forward the agenda of universal acceptance. As the Executive Director of GDNR, I'm honored to stand before you today as we embark on this significant journey towards enhancing universal acceptance within our local internet community. Universal acceptance is not just a concept. It's a pivotal step towards ensuring inclusivity and accessibility in the digital sphere. It goes beyond pure technology. It's about ensuring that every individual, regardless of their language or cultural background, can participate fully and contribute in the digital landscape. Today's event serves as a platform for us to delve into the intricacies of universal acceptance, to raise awareness, and to equip ourselves with the necessary technical and other expertise to embrace UA fully. I am thrilled to announce that the Ghana Domain Name Registry has taken major steps to foster a culture of inclusivity in the digital sphere. Through our dedicated efforts, we have successfully trained 150 students from various technical institutions in the at the tertiary level across the country. Among these are Bluecrest University College, University of Professional Studies, and Ghana Communication Technology University. This initiative underscores our unwavering dedication to empower Ghanaians with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in the digital landscape. By equipping these students with expertise in the domain name systems, we are paving the way for a more inclusive internet ecosystem. Our target audience for today's event is diverse, ranging from network administrators to IT students preparing to enter the job market. For our students, this presents a unique opportunity to gain a competitive edge by acquiring the knowledge and skills required to implement UA effectively. For the broader internet community, it's a chance to assess our compliance and readiness while bolstering our capacities for UA compliance. Through the day, we have a lineup of activities designed to provide comprehensive insights into universal acceptance. From an overview of UA to practical sessions on international domain names, email address internationalization, and programming training, we aim to cover all parts of UA to ensure total understanding. I encourage each and every one of you to participate actively, engage in discussions, and leverage this opportunity to expand your knowledge. Together, let us embrace UA as a fundamental principle guiding our efforts towards a more inclusive and accessible internet for all. I want to say a special thank you again to EGIGFA, AAU, and also to ICANN for the support and for making this possible. Let's make today's event a resounding success. Thank you all.
Please let's continue clapping for them. Thank you, Mr. Asafo Edu, Mr. Mamata, and Ms. Dlamini for your remarks. Just as Mr. Mamata mentioned, the UA is a global project and is led by volunteer-based Universal Acceptance Steering Group, UASG, with representatives from more than 120 companies, governments, and community groups. The UA project is funded by the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Still on the goodwill messages or remarks, I would like to call on Seda, who is from the UASG program manager. She is the program manager from the UASG. She'll be connecting with us very soon. So if she's ready, she could give us her remarks. Okay, Seda, I'm told that you should hold on for a while. I think the technical team is working on the sound. Yeah, Seda, please speak. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
But were you able to hear me before?
No.
So should I start from the beginning?
Yeah, probably, because we couldn't hear you earlier.
Oh, okay. So, okay, thanks. So good morning again, everyone. My name is Seda Akbulut and I'm from ICANN. And I'm working as the UA program manager for ICANN and try to support Universal Acceptance Steering Group's work around the UA. Firstly, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to e-Governance and Internet Governance Foundation for Africa for organizing the second annual UA Day event in Ghana with the support and collaboration of ICANN.org. UA is a priority for ICANN.org and it's a strategic goal outlined in the ICANN strategic plan for fiscal years from 2021 till 2025. And we believe that UA is critical to ensuring that billions of people around the world can access the internet in a meaningful way. And it's a key to unlock the potential of the new generic top-level domains to foster competition, consumer choice, and innovation in the domain name industry. And I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for your participation and interest in taking the UA cause to a next level. Your presence here is invaluable and your contributions are crucial as we navigate through this journey together. Today we are celebrating the second annual UA Day event that is held around the globe in more than 40 locations and on more than 50 events each year. And, achieving UA, the universal acceptance, is only possible through the joint efforts. This cannot be done by any organization by itself. It's not something we can solve by ourselves. We need contributions from technology enablers, developers, email software and service providers, email and system administrators, top-level domain registries and registrars, their resellers, the academia, and government policymakers. We all need all of you, and we all need the end users as well. So, because we have this so-called chicken and egg problem. If you want the systems that support universal acceptance, can you get it? Or someone has to provide it to you, but they won't provide it unless they know they can sell it. So there is a market demand and market delivery issue to be solved. When organizations and businesses are UA ready, they lead to better user experiences and enable greater competition, innovation, and consumer choice. So the first session last year that was done EGICWA was focusing on raising awareness. Now we move forward, and it's imperative that we translate our discussions and ideas into action. This year, we are taking one more step together with EGICWA and our UA ambassador, Abdul Karim Oloye, that will be with you to provide the training on how to become UA ready, how to get ready for this competition, and take the first mover advantage in the market and the potential to capture the increasing revenue streams. ICANN.org will be continuing to collaborate with the stakeholders, the Universal Acceptance Steering Group, the international organizations such as UNESCO to support UA and Universal Acceptance Day. Now, each one of you brings a unique perspective to the table, and it's this diversity of thought that enriches our discussions and propels us forward. So I encourage each of you to actively engage in the UA training and how to implement it in the systems. Let's harness the momentum generated from today's meeting and channel it towards the concrete steps that will bring us closer to UA adoption next year, hopefully. And we look forward to your contributions, and feel free to join the Universal Acceptance Steering Group working groups to stay up to date and contribute to the new UA studies. So I will now stop here and wish you a very productive UA day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Seda. Thank you for your warm words. So we'll take some videos from ICANN and UASG reps. I think the technical team will help us with that. after which we will take a group photo. We'll all come to the podium to take a group photo, and we'll go for a snack break. I can read you.
Hello to everyone participating in UA Day 2024. I'm Sally Costerton, and engagement in this special event from the internet community around. Hello to everyone participating in UA Day 2024. I'm Sally Costerton, Interim President and CEO at ICANN, and I'm so pleased to see the excitement and engagement in this special event from the internet community around the world. Digital inclusivity is of utmost importance for ICANN. We firmly believe that everyone, regardless of their background, culture, language or location, should be able to experience the full benefits of the internet by using domain names and keyboards in their own languages and scripts. One of the foundational requirements of a truly inclusive and multilingual internet is universal acceptance. UA ensures that all valid domain names and email addresses, regardless of script, language or character length, can be used seamlessly by all.
AAU. We've also received remarks from the GDNR. And we've spoken a bit about universal acceptance. I would like to find out what you have learned about universal acceptance, and how do you envision the world to be if we are to implement UA in our IT systems. Anyone? Would anyone like to share what they've learned about universal acceptance today? Or I should choose anyone to speak. Okay, I'm going to be choosing then. You were happy. So tell me what you've learned about universal acceptance.
Thank you. My name is Joseph Ibowanan, and I'm from IIPGH. It's awesome. I really like what we've started, and I have a little challenge about if this is implemented. Maybe the training will answer my challenge about how accessible would the global world, access in case, let's say I'm a fancy and then I have a domain or email, that has some fancy words inculcated and someone in US and trying to just access it. So maybe the training may answer my kind of question. So when we get there, maybe a lot of questions and then remarks can be given. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. I think you would have to note down your question so that at the end of the session, maybe you would go back to see whether or not it was answered. And even if it wasn't answered, you could ask the resource person to advise. Okay, thank you so much. Any other person?
Universal acceptance, or UA, ensures that all domain names and email addresses are accepted and processed correctly by the internet applications and systems. It's about making sure that every domain name and email. Hello everyone, I'm Nitin Wadia, Vice Chair of Universal Acceptance Steering Group. Universal acceptance, or UA, ensures that all domain names and email addresses are accepted and processed correctly by the internet applications and systems. It's about making sure that every domain name and email address, regardless of its script or length, is recognized and fully functional across all digital platforms and services. To me, universal acceptance means inclusivity and accessibility in the digital space. It's about breaking down barriers and enabling users.
Technical team, should I go back to engaging my people? Okay. So I asked the question, what have you learned about universal acceptance today? Well, I like to see a lot of women in. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, what's your name? Please tell us your name and what you've learned about universal acceptance.
Okay, yeah, I'm Steven. So far, I've realized that integrating AU will bring us a lot of money. Meaning, if I'm really interested in the domain business, there will be a lot of ways or letters to choose from. So, yeah.
Thank you. Now, how do you envision, or what do you think will be the impact of UA to, especially our continent? What do you think will be the impact? I don't think I've been to this desk.
Hello, good morning. My name is Roland. I'm from Step Network. The incorporation of UA in our environment will help our local folks who are well versed in the local language to be able to access the web. Some of them have the idea though, but with their level of education, or maybe with their thought in it, they are more versed in using our local language and our local syllables in working. So it will help them to be able to access things on the air and then also to create other things.
Thank you so much. He's still talking about the inclusivity, which is very key. Anyone to make comments, contributions?
Hello everyone, I'm Nathan Walia, Vice Chair of Universal Acceptance Steering Group. Universal Acceptance, or UA, ensures that all domain names and email addresses are accepted and processed correctly by the Internet applications and systems. It's about making sure that every domain name and email address, regardless of its script or length, is recognized and fully functional across all digital platforms and services. To me, universal acceptance means inclusivity and accessibility in the digital space. It's about breaking down barriers and enabling users from diverse linguistic and cultural backgrounds to fully participate in the online world without facing technical obstacles. UA has many benefits. It enables users from around the world to access online services and communicate effectively in their native language. It facilitates economic growth and innovation by removing technical barriers that hinder the adoption of new TLDs and domain names in non-Latin scripts. It improves the user experience by reducing instances of email and website rejections or error messages due to UA-related issues. And it strengthens the resilience and stability of the Internet by promoting interoperability and compatibility among different systems and platforms. The Rajasthan government initiative to provide a free email address to all citizens, known as Rajmail, is a great example of UA. By offering email address on an IDN Rajasthan.Bharat, the government is ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their linguistic and cultural backgrounds, can utilize and access digital services effectively. The Rajmail initiative serves as a successful case study of universal acceptance implementation at the regional level, demonstrating how government can leverage UA principles to enhance digital accessibility and inclusivity. Thank you.
Hi, My name is Satish, and I live in India. This question is often asked as to why is universal acceptance one of the cornerstones of the internet today and for the future. The world is very diverse in terms of languages, writing systems, scripts, and so on. Now, in order for the internet to reflect, to be inclusive of this diversity, it must support URLs and domain names and email IDs. Unfortunately, today's internet does not work like this. This is an ideal that is not yet supported. So I would say that all stakeholders, whether it's government or the civil society or business or technical community, should come together to achieve universal acceptance for an inclusive future tomorrow. Thank you.
Many people around the world are currently excluded from experiencing the full benefits of the internet simply because they are unable to use a domain name or email address of choice in their language and script. Universal acceptance is a technical requirement that ensures all valid domain names and email addresses, regardless of language, scripts, or length, can be used by internet users and accepted by all internet-enabled applications, devices, and systems. Universal acceptance is a gateway to a more inclusive and multilingual internet and is key to unlocking the potential of new GTLDs to foster competition, consumer choice, and innovation in the domain name industry.
My name is Raymond Manata from Accra, Ghana. I'm the founder and president of EGEFA. Why is UA important for the African continent to be serious about it? It is very important because Africa is the continent that has the largest number of local languages. Unlike in other continents where they could proudly say they have English as the mainly spoken language, Africa is not the same. We have a lot of different local languages, and it is important we participate in universal acceptance because this will enable us to use our various local languages on the internet with regards to domain names and email addresses. So it is very important for the African continent to be engaged in UA activities. I call on all Africans to play a critical role to ensure their systems are UA compliant and also to engage in the various working groups of UA. And if you want to know more about UA, please visit our website, which is the uasg.tech. Come on board, let's make it work. Thank you.
My name is Manal Ismail, Chief Expert Internet Policies at the National Telecom Regulatory Authority of Egypt. Universal acceptance is crucial for a seamless multilingual experience on the Internet, particularly in this digital era. It is challenging because we need to work on the awareness of both the supply and the demand at the same time, and because it needs very wide deployment before it bears its fruits. But it's definitely worth the effort to make the Internet more inclusive by allowing multilingual and variable length domain names work seamlessly on the Internet. We owe it to those who need it, so please make sure your systems are UA ready and keep the awareness spreading.
ICANN with the community members with language expertise have made a big effort to get ready to bring in the languages they use into the domain name space. Now it's a turn to make sure your systems certainly accept the domain names and the email addresses with all languages. Visit uasg.tech for technical resources and join us for the genuine multilingual internet.
Universal acceptance ensures all domain names and email addresses work flawlessly across any device or software. This principle has been at the forefront of my advocacy for over 25 years, long before I coined the phrase. The next generation of the Internet is an international one. For a truly inclusive Internet, systems need to recognize the richness of different languages and scripts. Users deserve domain names and email addresses that reflect their identity. Simply put, UA opens the door to to the next billion users and is a critical part of digital inclusion.
Hindi speaker, I understand firsthand how important universal acceptance is to enable the internet to work the same for everyone, regardless of the language they speak or the script they use. Today there are more than 5.3 billion internet users and billions more expected to come online. Most of these new users will be from countries where people speak and write in languages other than English. By achieving universal acceptance in every internet-enabled device, software application, and system, we can help ensure a more inclusive internet for both new and existing users. When people can use the language and script of their choice online, they are able to experience the full social and economic power of the internet. Universal acceptance means that no one is excluded, no one is left behind. Whether you are joining a UA Day event virtually or in person, your contributions are important. By participating in UA Day, being part of the UA community, and making your own systems UA ready, you are helping build a truly global, multilingual internet. This work is a collective effort of many, and I'm encouraged and inspired by everyone's commitment. I'm especially pleased that many of this year's events are focused on UA adoption, as it shows how far we've come in building support for UA. Thank you to the organizers of this year's UA Day events, to everyone taking part around the world, and to all those who have made this milestone event possible. Together, we are moving closer to making universal acceptance a reality and building one internet for all. Thank you.
Okay. So can we all to the podium and quickly take a... I think they are distributing some... They are not done with the videos. Okay. But some T-shirts are going round. If you could wear it on top of your clothes so that we take photos together in it.
Hello to everyone participating in UA Day 2024. I'm Sally Costerton, Interim President and CEO at ICANN, and I'm so pleased to see the excitement and engagement in this special event from the internet community around the world. Digital inclusivity is of utmost importance for ICANN. We firmly believe that everyone, regardless of their background, culture, language, or location, should be able to experience the full benefits of the internet by using domain names and keyboards in their own languages and scripts. One of the foundational requirements of a truly inclusive and multilingual internet is universal acceptance. UA ensures that all valid domain names and email addresses, regardless of script, language, or character length, can be used seamlessly by all internet-enabled applications, devices, and systems. At ICANN, championing UA is part of our strategic goals. We believe that UA is critical to ensuring that billions of people around the world can access the internet in a meaningful way. It's also key to unlocking the potential of new generic top-level domains to foster competition, consumer choice, and innovation in the domain name industry. The launch of the next round of new TLDs will help make the internet even more accessible by expanding the number of domain names in native scripts and languages. This continued expansion of the domain name system, along with ongoing efforts to achieve UA adoption, will benefit current internet users as well as the next billion who come online. Thank you for all of your efforts in making the internet more accessible and inclusive. It's a collective responsibility, and while we still have a way to go, we also have many reasons to celebrate how far we've come. With every new UA milestone, we're one step closer to realizing our vision of one world, one internet.
Hi, it's a privilege to be here. We live in a truly multilingual world with millions of speakers communicating in their local languages. To allow these individuals to navigate the internet and communicate online effectively, ICANN and its community are working hard to enable domain names and email addresses in local languages. Even though it is now possible to have domain names and email addresses in local languages, they're not always supported by software applications. And this hinders digital inclusion of these users and the communities of yourselves who want to use your language. A concept known as universal acceptance, or UA, aims to make it possible for everyone, no matter where they live or what language they speak, to use the internet with their choice of domain name or email address and their language of choice. Achieving UA or universal acceptance has economic and social benefits by allowing multilingual internet users to access and connect to businesses and local communities, as well as embrace cultural traditions. ICANN.org, many organizations, and a community of volunteers worldwide have been working hard to encourage universal acceptance of all valid domain names and email addresses in any length and language or script, promote digital inclusion. You can do your part by getting involved in UA events in your local community and supporting the use of all domain names and email addresses in your own software applications. Your contribution matters to making digital inclusion possible for all. You can do your part by getting involved in UA events in your local community and supporting the use of all domain names and email addresses in your own software applications. Your contribution matters to making digital inclusion possible for all.
I am Anil Kumar Jain, Chair of the Universal Acceptance Steering Group. I am very happy to welcome all you to this UA Day event. I am Anil Kumar. The UASG is a volunteer-based focused on raising awareness of the importance of universal acceptance in collaboration and with support from ICANN. We all forces to help technical documentation, how-to guides, UA-ready code samples, and much more. From a technical standpoint, UA ensure that all valid domain names and email addresses in any language or script are accepted, validated, processed, stored, and displayed equally, consistently, and correctly. When you adopt UA by updating legacy systems and ensuring every new system is built to accept all domain names and email addresses, you are supporting all current users as well as making the internet more accessible and inclusive for the next billion who come online. This work takes all of us. I want to thank the UASG ambassadors, local initiatives, and many UASG members for your contribution toward a UA-ready world, and those of you who have helped make UA Day 2024 I want to thank a reality. The USG ambassadors, local initiatives and many USG members